Welcome to today's 5-minute professional learning presented by CAPITALISE Education. The characteristics and functional impact of students on the autism spectrum varies significantly. As the saying goes, once you have met one child on the autism spectrum, you have met one child on the autism spectrum. As such, it's really important to have a deep understanding of the characteristics of your student and the functional impact. In today's professional learning bite, we're going to focus on a hypothetical student on the autism spectrum with challenges associated with sensory processing. According to Beth Saggers at the Queensland University of Technology, every person on the autism spectrum is unique and their needs will be reflected differently. For this reason, it's really important for teachers to be able to discern the characteristics of their students on the spectrum and the functional impact of those characteristics. The characteristic of our hypothetical student is that he has difficulties with loud noise. The functional impact is that when there is loud noise in the classroom, the student runs out of the room and down to the school gate. So, what can we do to support this student? For our hypothetical student who has difficulties with loud noise, when there is loud noise in the classroom, the student runs out of the classroom and down to the school gate. As a classroom teacher, we could look at the Universal Design for Learning framework and identify that checkpoint 7.3 would be useful. We could look at how in the classroom we can minimize threats and distractions. I love this quote. No tool is omnicompetent. There is no such thing as a master key that will unlock all doors. Rather than wielding a single tool, generalists have managed to collect and protect an entire tool shed, and they show the power of range in a hyper-specialized world. For this reason, classroom teachers need a range of tools in their tool shed. This is what I like about the Universal Design for Learning framework. It provides you a range of tools to apply during the planning, teaching, and assessment cycle to break down barriers to learning for all students. Because the Universal Design for Learning framework is not a specific pedagogical strategy, but a way of thinking about breaking down barriers during the planning, teaching, and assessment cycle, we need to look at our UDL checkpoint, minimizing threats and distractions, and thinking about how we could practically do this within the classroom. For our hypothetical student on the autism spectrum who struggles with loud noise, we could do something as simple as using a noise thermometer in the classroom. Often teachers will have resources like this on the wall, but never refer to them. We need to publish it somewhere in the classroom that is very obvious and can be seen by all students. However, it's not just having that document or that poster there, it's actually using it. So when the lesson starts, we remind those students that we work at a specific level. For example, okay class, today during the lesson, we're going to work at level 1, silent mission. So everyone is going to be silent while we work. If during the lesson, and the expectation is that the students are silent, it starts to get noisier, the teacher needs to stop the lesson and come back to the noise level thermometer and say, okay guys, we're now supposed to be working at level 1, but we're actually moved to level 3, super team task, where we're using normal voice. We actually need to reduce our noise level back to 1. Every time the noise level changes, the teacher needs to stop and visually redirect the students to the noise level thermometer and ask the students to reduce the noise level to the required level. thank you for listening to today's 5-minute professional learning presented by CAPITALISE Education. At CAPITALISE Education, we believe that teachers achieve a lot more in collaboration than they do in isolation. As the African proverb goes, if you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.